Oh my god, I have everything set up already. I mean, hi everyone. Welcome on in, and welcome to the channel. So, I am gonna do my usual intro. So, hi everyone, my name is Zach, and welcome to today's live stream. For those of you watching this as a VOD, I do not edit the live streams. I leave them as is, with all the glorious content, mistakes, and things that happen throughout this. Such is life, though, right? And in today's live stream, we won't be doing any of the neural network, probably. I will get back to that. In fact, actually, I plan on bringing that into the game engine. But today, we will be working on our game engine. We'll probably do, because I'm not feeling 100%, we'll probably do a bit of the stuff continuing on from yesterday. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my computer. It's doing weirdness, and it's causing, issues. So I'm just, while I'm rambling at you, trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, I think I fixed whatever the glitch was. Cool. Fortunately, I've set it up so you can't actually see what was happening right now, like you would have been able to yesterday. So yeah, welcome in today, and welcome to today's stream. Sorry, I'm also just making sure figure out why I can't actually hear the things I should be able to hear. I'm also going to move the camera a bit so I'm more centered. There we go. We will work on the game engine that I've been working on in the background. Again, if you're on the Discord server, I do live streams of that fairly regularly, so you can see the progress we're making. I also keep a Trello, which I update and I post updates about that on Discord. In fact, there are 2 channels dedicated to it. There's the team working on the engine. So if you're interested in working on this engine, drop me a message on Discord. Say, hey, I'm interested in working on the engine. I'll send you a form to fill out. It's just so I know what you want to do and have your contact details so I can add you onto GitHub and things like that. It's an open community project. It is going to be copyrighted and it's owned by, me. But we will have it under license so people can't use it for, just can't go out and use it. But yeah, if you're interested in joining in on that, again, drop me a line. If you're not part of the Discord community already, there is a link in the description below. And as always, this video, the tutorial series, everything we do on this channel and on Discord has been brought to you by Patreon sponsors. And you too can help this channel out. And all you have to do to help this channel, you don't have to donate money. All you have to do is hit that like button down below. That really does help this channel out. YouTube runs on algorithms. You want to take your support a bit further. You want to know when the live streams are. If you forget the dates, or if, I get sick and have to cancel one. If you want to make sure that you're there when the tutorials are out. I do tend to release them regularly, but sometimes I miss a day because of bank holidays, or because of travel. Make sure to hit the subscribe and the notify bell so you know when those videos are out. Again, that helps the channel. And of course, if you do have a bit of extra money at the end of the month and you want to help the channel further, do consider becoming a Patreon sponsor. Patreon sponsors for tutorial projects on YouTube. So the Unreal stuff I'm doing typically. At higher tiers, you get instant access to all ongoing and completed projects. At other tiers, you get access to completed projects. So once a series has been completed on YouTube, you will have access to the GitHub for that. So when I say access to the projects, I mean access to the actual repositories for them. In addition, Patreon members get instant early access. Instant early access to any videos that I've released on Patreon that aren't available publicly on YouTube yet. That said, to answer Sam's question, or let's use his correct name now, it's Good Sam, because we have Original Flavor Sam and Good Sam. Sam, I am doing well. How are you today, my friend? Also, can you guys hear the music? Because according to OBS, the music isn't being picked up. I'm just gonna... Oh, no, it's being picked up. Okay. It was just the end of that song was really soft. Right. So, without further ado, what we'll do is we'll get in on our game engine. And today I plan on making a logging system. All right. Let's make a start. Alrighty, so here we are with where we left off at the engine. I've done a bit since the last stream. I've done, as I mentioned, been covering a lot of this on the Discord. So we now have our renderer kind of rendering. That box actually should be more over here, but we can set its color. I can't tell if I'm able to set the lighting on it because I'm having issues. But I want to take anything I'm doing as a C out right now, and I want to convert it over to a output log that we'll create. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a C method just because, hey, I prefer the C method myself. I don't really like the C++ method. I know it's more secure, but for some reason I just struggle with it. So yeah, these are different orthographic settings. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with why I can't get things to render on the center of the screen correctly. Can you hear the music now, Sam? But yeah, once I figure out why I can't get things to render on the center of the screen, things will be going much more smoothly. So I'm just thinking about how I want to do my logging system. I'm probably going to use the Ustream as part of it. I might create a different header as well. All right, let me open up a notepad just so we have, so I can comment on what I want to do. So the first thing, we're going to create a logging system. So we want a new log file for each. Oh, my camera is not on. Okay, sorry about that. A new logging system for each day. We want all couts to be loaded or saved on a new line to output. All couts will have current timestamps. All right, I think that's everything we want. All right, let's have to figure out where we're going to save the file. So those are the things we're going to do minimum today for the engine. And is there a way just for me to add text really quickly to this? There is. Okay, I'm actually just going to copy this. And I'm going to just... Whoa! Okay. Cool. Give me a second. I'm just gonna keep resizing that. Whoops. Okay. I just try to close a notepad by clicking the button in the OBS window. All right. So hopefully that's readable. So yeah, that is our plan for today. Good, you can hear the music, awesome. Let's just start in here. So we have what we're using to read in. We don't need to look at that right now. And then we're going to write to a file in the standard C method. All right. All right, so I just want to think about the material I need to get. I hate when it does that. All right, so I'm going to need C time. We know that. And we need C time so that we can actually get the date and time. Because that's what we're going to use in both the file and... Ooh, we might need that elsewhere. We're going to use it to date the file and also inside the actual log for the file. Ow. Well, I suddenly wish I did edit live streams because that was embarrassing. Oh, fizzy drink in the eye is not a pleasant experience. Right. So, let's just do std. Sorry, static. gonna just go void for now, actually. And we will do write log file. Okay. So what I want to get first is our date, which will be, so I'm gonna do my date as year, month, day, log. Literally, there will just be the word log. So we need to get the year, month, and date, or day. So let's just really quickly just store this information out. If I remember, the TM structure is comprised of integers. Sorry, I'm actually looking at the API for that. So I'm just gonna do, we'll clean this up in a moment. We're gonna just do year for now, and that will be, sorry, I'm just double checking with the, is it TM year? Now, of course, we need to convert that. So, it's actually STD TM year. No, it isn't. Okay. We actually need to get the local time first. That's what I'm skipping. So, TM, because the name of the structure is TM, and we'll call this local TM. And we'll do local time. We'll get the reference to now. Sorry, I actually also need to make a time structure for that. We'll call that now. And that is time 0. Okay. So we're gonna create current date time based on current system time. All right, now we have this here. We can then parse this out. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the local TM and get from that, 'cause it's a pointer, the year. Now, the only problem with this is that year is year since, I think 1900? 1970? Give me 1 second. I'm just double checking what year is. Since 1900. Time now is since 1970. Okay. So we need to add in 1900. Alright. So that's fairly simple. What we do is we then just go plus 1900. Okay, that gives us our year. And let's do our month. And again, that's going to be an int. So we'll do month. And it will be local TM again. It's a pointer. So it's TM underscore MON, I believe. Oh, it'd also be helpful if I did that. Okay, and let me just double check what month actually is stored as. So month is month of year 0 to 11. So there is no month 0. 0 is January in this case. So we're gonna add 1 to it. Okay. And then we have int day, and that will be local TM. Pointer arrow operator TM. Is it day? I'm just double checking again because I always forget what that is. M day. Huh. I didn't know about the other ones. Okay, so it's M day, and this is also 1 to 31. So that seems correct as well to me. I'm just going to double check any notes I have on this one. I should remember this stuff, but I always forget how this structure is set up. Yeah, no, that's it for that one. Right. Again, we'll clean this up later on. Then we'll do a std string called file name. And I just want to think about how I'm going to do that one. You know what we're going to do? Is we're going to see if it concatenates properly. So I did year plus underscore plus. Oh, we might need to use toString, by the way, but I'll check that in a moment. Day. And then, you're giving me an error on that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Is it and? Is that for our nope. Okay. I'm just gonna build really quickly, see if I can work out what that error is. Error. Jeez, I'll worry about all these conversions later. We need to dereference these, don't we? Nope. Okay. Give me 1 second. Just want to make sure I haven't missed a function I should have remembered. Yeah, there is a toString. It's an std function though. Std toString. There we go. And let's just copy that bit over. Okay, there we go. Right, now let's just make sure that is correct really quickly just before we go any farther forward. And we'll go to main for this. And we can actually do it right up here. We have our utils. So, what we're going to do for now is make this an std string, and we're going to return that string. Okay. So what we'll do here is std cout, and it is utils or ustream, and then we want to write to file. We have no arguments for that. Let's just make sure this actually works. Well, it is the correct month and year. The .txt didn't show up, but it is the correct month and day, but the year is significantly off. Oh, 1990. Okay, there we go. Oh, I deleted the .txt part by accident earlier. Cool. Right, so I just want to see what the overflow is on the toString method. Cool. That website had no information on that. std to underscore string C++. Okay, let's take a look at this website. I like this website. Okay. Converts a single integer. Oh, it's just commenting on the C stuff. Okay, yeah, I know I'm using C++ for this. I really would like that to be 0 at the start of anything under 10, but I will deal with that later. But such is life. Such is life, yeah. Okay. So, that's good for now. We're gonna go back to void on this, and we're gonna get rid of that. And this will be file name. Okay, and then we're gonna have std string file path, and that will be, well, what will that be? For now, we're gonna leave that blank as I just pop into this to see something. That's not what I wanted to see. We can get rid of that line for now. Okay, what I'm gonna do is create a custom path for that, I guess. We'll call this debug logs. Leave it there. We don't need to worry about the start there, because it'll do it from wherever the main is or whatever it's calling this up. Right. So we're going to be using AB or A plus, I think. Maybe AR or AT. We're not going to be using B. We're not creating a binary file. As we can see here, we're creating a text file. So, we're going to start with a simple test. And what that simple test will do is... all right, we're gonna create some. We're just gonna go down here. We're gonna do file pointer, file. Okay, and then we're gonna do file equal f open. No, that's to open a file. We're creating a file. Yeah, no, it's f open, isn't it? Give me a second. It's f open. Why am I doubting myself? It is f open. So it'll be f open, and our file name is file path plus file name. And file name? Okay, let me just do, actually, what are you expecting in there? You're expecting a string, actually. Or a character. Okay. Hmm. Do I want to convert these two to strings and concatenate them here, or do I want to start them as strings and then concatenate them? Is it? No. C string. I'll take care of that in a moment. Okay, I just want to see if that error is coming up somewhere. Okay. Const character pointer cannot be initialized to... Okay, so it should be const. There we go. We're just going to do another test really quickly. Alright, this is some really simple stuff I'm just forgetting. It might be append is the function I'm looking for. Or what we can do is full path. And then we do full path plus equal b. Oh, screw it. Why am I not just cleaning this up now and making this much simpler on myself? Right. What the heck? Thank you. Alright, that was, special of me on many levels. Cool. There we go. Oh, I'm using the wrong one. That's why. Well, you giving me an error on that. Right, I'm pretty sure we're going to be using, we're going to use A+. We want to append. We don't want to overwrite, which would be W+. So this is A+. There we go. Just checking. So our options are R, we're not reading. RB, we're not reading binary. T, we're not reading in text. W, we are writing. We don't want to overwrite. If the file does not exist, it'll be created. WB is binary. We're not doing that. A is open for append. If it doesn't exist, it will be created. Data is added to the end. AB is for binary. A+ is for... You know, we might just need A, actually. We just might need append. Right. Alright, we're gonna do F, print F, and we're just gonna do, this is a test, and we'll actually do, sorry, I can't remember if it's I or D or something like that for F print F. So I'm just very quickly looking at the reference in the standard library for it. Please tell me, yeah, you do have it. Write string, character, converts unsigned integer, hexadecimal, unsigned integer, signed. Okay, well, are these unsigned or signed? I can never remember. They are okay. I think I'm gonna use I have no idea if this is right. So I stroke I stroke. Wait, no, it's time. I okay, and we're gonna do is local TM, and we're gonna get our local TM, and we want the minute local TM, and we're gonna go for the second. Okay, argument. Alright, let's get rid of this for a moment. What's this L? I'm just gonna get rid of that and all of this, which I'll actually cut out. Okay, so I've definitely cocked something up there. Alright, what have I cocked up? What have I cocked up? That should be really, like, damn obvious. Oh, duh. That's what I cocked up. I forgot to say where we're printing this to. Cool. Really quickly, let's just bring that back in. And it was I. Okay. And then we're going to run this and see if we get anything to print. So we'll do Ustream read file. Oh no, not read. Write log file. Let's hit play. Okay, and now let's open up this. Give me 1 second to go to the correct folder. I mean, I know something has happened because this is now set to refresh, so I hit refresh. Do we see debug anywhere? Okay, something has changed and I just can't see it. Right. No idea what's changed. I guess I have to write this to debug. Okay. Just gonna search for the txt file because something definitely changed when we ran that. There are no txt files. Okay. How about the word log? Oh, hey, there is a logs folder. All right, there is nothing in there that I can see. Okay. So I know this isn't the right one, but cool. Right, so we're just gonna add a little check-in to see if this is working right. So what we'll do is an if check. So we'll do this the long way first, then we'll clean it up again. So if file is equal to null, then we're gonna print out yeah, I know. We'll take care of that later. That's part of the cleanup. Sorry, I'm talking to the code, I realize. All right. So according to this, it should have written somewhere. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I actually Hey there, Tank Man. Yeah, so I am, quit XD. So every time I come back on Maze, you're coding a whole new engine. Yes, I am trying to figure out how to code a whole new engine. And I am learning a lot about stuff I'd never wanted to learn about, like renderers and shaders. Oh my god, I hate shaders more than ever. I've spent 2 days working on shaders, and I can't get the... I've done something wrong. I have some notes on what I want to do to fix that up, but I'm going to do the log thing first. However, I really quickly do need to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, folks. Let me figure out how to turn the camera off again. Sorry about that. I am back. Okay, so, I'm not gonna do the cleanup right now. I want to put a breakpoint here. Okay. Well, that was disheartening. Also, that might explain the issue. Oh, I removed the breakpoint. Alright. You just put a breakpoint there. Let's check to make sure it hasn't actually done anything in here. No, okay, it hasn't. Alright, so full path. We have the date in there. We have the log, it's txt. Okay. Right. So we should have in our window here, could not write to log. Awesome. Okay. Nope. Alright, try it this way. Okay. Lovely. Right. Okay, so that happened fairly early on in that. Right. first, just so I can hopefully get rid of that warning for now. Well, now it does. Get over it. That is not how I want to clean it up in the long run. No, it is not royalty free. It is under license, just due to the fact that it takes a lot of work to do this. So yeah, there is copyright notices on the Git for it and other things. Alright, so what happens when we get here? I just want to see what we're seeing. Alright. Well, at least now we shouldn't get that annoying error that we got a moment ago. Cool. We're still not writing to the log, though. It is A I want, right? I'm just gonna double check that I've not lost my mind. Actually, I'm gonna hit play one more time just to double check that path. You know what? I am going to be dirty for now. And I'm going to do C. I'm just gonna pop open my, actually we're gonna put one more thing in here. Okay. There we go. Still cannot write to that log file. Okay. Well, let's put the breakpoint back in there. Right. Well, that was not the solution clearly I was looking for. This is really, really simple stuff. Why am I blanking on it? Also, dear God, I forgot something. Oh, and I just dawned on me I forgot something really important. So I'm really glad. Yeah, F close. File. Okay. I'm just gonna humor myself here and go, is that because you don't have that? No, of course it doesn't. But still, worth a shot. Alright, well, one, I know I'm going to need an argument to put in here in a moment, but we'll take care of that in just a second. What the heck am I looking for? Alright, let's just make a test. See if that works. Could not write to file. Okay. So I'm just checking the specifiers again. Let's just confirm AT is actually something. Could not write to file. W. Thanks for covering that. Could not write to log still. Sure, I used F open up. I did. File, F open. What's the simple thing that I'm missing here? Also, let's go back to A. And then we go to Google. So let's just Google the simple issue with this. Alright, Google was not helpful so far. Actually, I think I know what the issue is. So let's just test that really quickly. If I'm wrong, then I really don't know what the issue is. Yeah, I'm wrong. Okay. say at the end? Did I have it the right thing? I did, okay. Am I able to see what error I'm getting with this in actuality? Like, it would be useful if I could see the error. So I knew if it can't find the directory I'm trying to assign it to. Okay, so it's unable to read the placeholder. Cool. We're just going to go back to full path for a moment and see if we're getting that same error. Okay, so, you know, we shouldn't need this because it already worked, but just in case. Okay. Well, we don't need that because we already know it's working with the read. You know what? Why don't I just use air now? Ba-bum. So, so I'm trying to figure out how to check the error now. So the error output. Because I haven't done that in years. I'm actually blanking on something I've taught, but I can't remember how to do. This does not seem right, but we'll go with this for now. No such file nor directory. Okay. Lovely. Oh, crap, that isn't right. Yeah, it is. Okay. Right. I can't make a directory that way. Cool. What I am going to do, however, now that I've done that, is get rid of these spaces. We're actually going to convert that over to that. There we go. Oh, so we're doing A. Cool. Create a new one. Okay, 1332. Okay, we're getting new lines. That is lovely. Sorry if my chair is being funky today, as always. Right, that gets us partway through what we want to do. We want to create directories for this as well. So I'm just looking up how to do that because I haven't done that in ages. I thought it's like make ID or something, or make dir dir. I mean. Okay, so if make dear. Okay, I know it's make mk. I'm pretty sure it's mk dear. It is. Thank you. I like how I type that in and it automatically goes, are you looking for a C++ version of this? Yes. Yes, you are. Is there a header that I need? Most likely, yes, there is. But Google is not telling me the header. Is it system stat? Is that really what it is? Does that seem right? go to CPP reference really quickly and just search there, because I don't remember how to make a directory, full stop. I think file systems is very much Windows only. Could be wrong about that though. No, I'm not using boosts. Alright, so it's deprecated, but the ISO C++ con format replaced it, so that version, the sole argument is... Oh yeah, no, okay, so we're definitely using system, it seems. Okay, so include, and then we want stat.h. Cool. If make okay, this doesn't seem right. What's the difference between the two? Okay, wide character. Okay, so mkdir make directory function creates a new directory with specified directory name. Mkdir can only create one new directory per call, so only the last component of the directory name can name a directory. The last component of the directory name can name a directory. mkdir does not translate path delimiters in Windows NT. Both the backslash and forward slash are valid path delimiters in character strings and runtime routines. wmake directory is a wide character version of make directory. The directory name argument to wide directory or make wide directory is a wide character string, and they behave identically otherwise. Okay. Cool. I'm just curious if I can... Alright, so you're not gonna let me use that version. Awesome. Right. There we go. Oh, cool. Build. Please have no errors. Thank you. Please have no errors now. Could not make directory. Cool. breakpoint there. See what's going on. Okay. Well, let's start simple. Okay. Awesome. So if we go into here, what did I just call this thing? Debug. Okay, I'm really concerned where that might have written that to now. Okay. That is... That's the old one. Let me just delete that so I don't get excited and go, oh, it did that somewhere. It did it in the wrong spot. Boink. Oh, okay. Did we not see that console output last time? Yeah, okay. I don't remember seeing that, which is really concerning. Yeah, it is making the directory somewhere. Where the crap is it making it? Right. We're now searching my entire computer for this thing. Welcome in, Miffy. Welcome in, am I? Sorry, I'm not sure how to say that. How are you doing today, man? Okay. So, still searching my PC for wherever this directory has now been put. You know what? One place I didn't check. Yeah, now. You've had a wonderful day? I'm glad to hear that. Did you do anything fun for it? Whereas I'm trying to figure out where I've saved a file to. Like, I really don't know where I've saved this file. How would... Right, I am definitely not sure where I saved this thing to. And let's see how that search is going. Holy crap. I name a lot of things test, apparently. Man, I name a lot of things test. Alright. Found it. Yep. Alright, so it printed to my the drive on which Visual Studio is installed, not the product, which is what I was aiming for. Okay. Cool. Right. Okay. So I'm just looking up the macro for the path is, which I think is called a VBA or something like that. Nope. I am not using Boost. Stop trying to get me to use Boost. Oh my god. Please. Bad Google. Bad. I don't like Google telling me to use Boost. Oh my god. Like, and some of the things I need from Boost, like I can make myself pretty easily. Like the lambda we wrote for comparing strings, I don't think I actually included it in this project. I probably should include that in this project. Yeah. Seriously, why does, like, literally everything I'm searching for, Boost? No, I don't want to use Boost. Alright, let's do a little test here. Okay, Just make sure this does what I think it's doing. What the hell? Cool, it's... Yoink. What the literal shit? I recognize that. Right. How is that even running? What the fudge is... Am I getting nonsense? Am I getting... wow, I recognize what that is. That's actual part of the main file. It's literally returning... Okay, first, let me just paste this back in. Away again. What the hell are you even... What? Holy shit. Right. Right. Okay. Not doing what I want it to do. That is lovely. Okay. Alright, we'll try a different approach to that. We'll do, char path. And this will be an array. We'll just make it 256 characters. Then we're going to do get CWD. Yep. And it's path. And we made that 256. Okay. And std cout. Path. Std end line. Okay, because I don't want this running still. You know what? Okay. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Awesome. Okay. We can get rid of this for now. Okay. Could not make directory. Cool. I know I see what you're thinking about. I was looking at that as I did it. Like, that doesn't seem right. Let's just make sure it actually didn't make the directory, because a couple times it said that. It actually has. No, it did not. Okay. Yeah, no, clearly it's not going to work. Right, of course. Okay, I'm on 17, so I could actually use the 17 method instead. Which I am almost tempted to do at this point. Just, yeah. Oh my god, how do I... Why can't I not remember how to concatenate string or characters? Concatenate characters C++. Okay, that's why. Actually, we'll call this char test equals str str cat path test. Okay. Cool. Let's try that. Interesting. So, well, it made the file. There we are. So we are making the file. All right, we're into things go sideways in here. So we got through here. Ah, yeah, I can't print anything there because we don't have the right thing. Okay. So, let's just delete this for now. There's gonna have to be a faster way to what I'm doing, but we're gonna do it this way. All right, let's see if that works. Looks like it might have. Okay, so it's made the path, but ooh, not what I wanted to do. Please delete that. Delete that. Close that. All right. I have a lurking feeling. If I go up here. No. Okay. All right. So, clearly making this. What's happening here, though? All right. Let's delete this because we know there's gonna be a bug there, and I'm gonna have to solve that in a moment. But I'm gonna start on line 62. So it is writing somewhere. Cool. Right there. Alright, what happens if we do this to us? Will this glitch out on us? Doesn't look like it has. Let's go here. There we are. There's our log file. Okay, awesome. Now, we have another glitch we have to take care of when we do this. Could not make directory. And, yeah. Let me just, if that happens, we exit out. Sorry, I've lost all my windows. For some reason, that minimized everything. Give me just a moment to... No, we are not watching The Boys. We are not watching BoJack Horseman. We are not looking at the article I'm reading on Field of View. Make directory. And then there's the stuff for the live stream. Okay. So, what we need to do is, if it can't make a... If a directory already exists, we need to check... Okay, does this directory exist? And what I want to do is I want to see what make directories returns are. Okay, so it's E exists. On error, the function returns a -1 and sets the error no value. Okay, so if error no equal error no exist, is that correct? There we go. All right, we'll do it that way. All right, and we should still have the folder in there. There we go. Okay, so let's hit play again. Okay, looks like we got past that bug. Let's go check the actual output file. And there we go. There's our second test. All right. And then this will take in an std string called log message. And then we'll return that here as a final command. So let's go to main and see if this works. Now, we'll update the logging system to be more verbose and other things as we go, or change the verbosity. Verbosity? Oh, wow. Well, that's from ages ago. We can delete that test folder. Right. What the shit happened there? Okay, let's just run through that really quickly. Is it C I want? Did I just slip? Is it? Why do I always forget what the heck these identifiers are? C is single character. S is string. Okay. And yet... Did you see that was... Well, let's go through all the way. So yeah, that is coming through as a string. right. Cool. I can't do it as a string, I don't think. Try this a different way. We'll do a gotta remember to stop closing this window and just to minimize it. All right. Huh. I can get rid of that comment. We've already addressed that issue. So printing a single character. Let's just go back to S. It's an array. Please somebody left that window open. I did. Alright, you can go away. There we go. Alright. Awesome. Our logging system, well, needing to be optimized, at least is there, and we can print things out because I keep missing stuff on the console. So, I literally just did this, and I'm now blinking on how I did it. And it is a pointer. Okay, so I wasn't sure on. really hate when you highlight both things and I can't tell what you're selecting. Thank you. Let's look at this thing. Okay. Alright, so it returns a byte, which is a character. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. Duh. Ugh, that's how you do that. I really can't believe I forgot the casting existed for half a second there. Alright, so we need to cast it. That's cool. Okay. Well, if you want to do it that way, can I do that? Yes. Cool. Can I do test? Yes. Okay. Actually, we're gonna leave that on for now. Run it more time. Alright. Oh, I need to remove that from the output thingy. Right. So. Huh. Interesting. Cool. Well, fudge. Okay. Right, so what we'll do is we'll take this bit and we're going to see what we'll get with that. Also, while I'm thinking about it, We want to get rid of the C out that's in here, because I don't need to see that every time. I have an update for the log system I want to do already in my head based on that. Okay, so that is actually returning gibberish. Cool. Okay. Let's just... There we go. And I bet... Yep, okay. Cool. We're getting closer. Right. We can get rid of you. Comment you out. And... yeah, we're just gonna go on a little trip through our code. Looking for C out. That's something completely different. We don't need to worry about that one. These are tests we don't need to log. I would not want to read through those logs. God, I have a lot of these. This is me testing the random number generator I wrote for the system. I think I showed that off last week or the week before. I legit don't think there is anything in here that is not, yeah. Sorry, I can actually speed through this because I know I don't have anything in here. Yeah, at this point, we're back at the top. There is nothing in here that we need to worry about. Okay, so let's close out our math test. Our vector test. We'll leave the GL, OpenGL framework test open because I'm still working on that one. Okay, we can get rid of the macro or the I blanking on the name for those. God damn it today. All right, what we're gonna do is current project to do. Take care of that later. 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 Later. Oh, that's where I paused last stream. Okay. Yeah, take care of that later. I think I did that already, but okay. That's one of the things that... I know I put the word log in somewhere. Okay, log. Okay, we're going to want to move that into our logging system. So, sorry, again, this chair is really jacked up. Right. Just give me a moment. I am curious about something though. Cool. That's the approach we'll be using. I am intentionally putting a bug in, by the way. The frag shader should fail to compile. However, we now have an issue here, even before we get there. Pass that? No? Cool. Please stop arguing with me about that. Thank you. Okay. All right, let's see if that works. Sorry for not talking much. I'm honestly still like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going back all the way to when we got this thing working originally. Let's just do this one really quickly, make sure that's the one that works. Okay. Hey, our shader failed to compile. Yay, that was expected. I wanted that shader not to compile. Right. Cool. We're actually deleting this so I have an easier time reading it now. Alright, yay, our shader's not compiling like we expect. That's what we want to have happen, because we're testing it to make sure the logging system works. Oh, I only did that for... That's why. Let's go back to the fragment shader. Add the SO back in. Let's go here and remove that. There we go. Cool. Alright, the output message is not working correctly. Useful. Right, let's figure out what to do here. Close that window again. Wasn't this working earlier? Oh, god dang it. I literally closed that window right after making the comment about closing the window. Alright, I might have gone far back in my thing here. Also, close those, please. I think that was the method I had to use. And that would be, yes, that is the method I had to use. I almost did it. I almost did it again. No? You don't like that? Okay. Awesome. What we'll do now is then just try it this way. Eventually, again, I'll remember not to, there we go. Okay. I minimized it that time. Now, let's see if we can actually do what I want to do. Is that. Yep, that would be the correct one right there. Awesome. Okay, so now we start deleting stuff out of here again. Actually, no, we're just going to delete the file. I meant to say don't save. All right. Sorry about that. That was some really simple stuff that took me way too long to work out just because, yeah. Radio. Yeah, I can just go bye-bye. Alright, oh shader we were dealing with, cool. So what we want is to actually reverse this slightly. So I'm going to paste this in twice. This one as a comment so I can see the order I had done things in. And this will be vertex shader failed compile. let's try that. Hmm. All right, let's just see what's actually being stored in here. Okay. Blink. Blink. Why do I even have to cast it? It already is character. Am I just overthinking this? Is that really what I was just doing there? Yeah, that's all I was doing, is overthinking the damn thing. Cool. Which means boink should actually run. Or not. All right, let's see if that. Nope. Okay, we're going to do it the long way again, and then we'll bring it back to the proper way, just so I can work out the logic. I don't know if that makes sense. You declare inside the var the error log. So it's an error log I wrote, and what I'm trying to do with it is convert this vector to a character, and I'm doing that outside the error log now. As you notice, I've commented it out. The issue is, for some reason, I can't convert that particular element of that array the way I want to. Which actually does raise a question really quickly. while I'm thinking about this. We do not want to concatenate. We just want test 1 passed out. Oh, crap. Yeah, I know. Okay, now let's try it. Oh, yeah, meant to also do that. Thank you. All right. Cool. We have no errors there. Let's see what we printed out. Okay, so that part works. Awesome. I thought that was the part that was glitching out. Right. Wow. An hour? An hour on that part. That can't be right. It had to be like 39 or something, not 59. Okay. Right, let's delete the output file just so we have that gone. Cool. You know what? I really am just going to be lazy. First, we're going to test this. If this works, then I'm going to be truly lazy. Did I really close that window again? Oh, no, I didn't. Cool. Shall I close that window? Well, we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of this. We're going to get rid of that. 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 Okay. That and that. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. See if that works. Also, they're a local variable, so I don't mind declaring them inside. I like with my local variables, man. By the way, welcome in. With my local variables, what I like to do is declare them as close to the spot I use them in. I don't know why that added an extra space, but okay. All right, so we're gonna take this bit then. And we're gonna come down here. Boink. And it'll just become a fragment shader instead. Can get rid of that. Oh, dang it. Hang on. Go away. Go. Shoo. Thank you. Let's glitch them both out, just so I know that it's working. Okay. Oh, yeah, no. All right. You need to be working. Okay. Now we should have the error message. There we go. Okay. So that one is now working as well. What do I want to do? I want to repair that. Okay. There we go. We don't need you or you. All right. Because apparently I didn't do everything like I thought I did. I'm just going to look for all my COs. Can I skip main? You know what? There's a way to actually do that. You know what? Hang on. First. Close all tabs. We're going to do this in... What the crap is going on here? There we go. What? Right, I'm just gonna restart Visual Studio because I've never seen it do that before. And that was freaky. For those of you who didn't notice, it was duplicating all the files on the side. Okay. Better. I likely don't have anything in the header, but I'm still going to check it to be on the safe side. Really did not want that to happen. I'll open documents. We'll do it that way. Actually, that one we're going to leave up there, but we also will do a call to our include you stream write to log file. We're gonna write the same message that's literally right here. Cool. Boink. And we will repeat that process down here. Okay, we're gonna leave that on this console just for now as well. To do, oh, hang on. To do, consider removing. To do, consider removing. Right. Maybe the same here. To do, consider removing. Oh, would you help if I guess I took that thing? Okay. Really? I thought I had more than that. Am I logging so few things? Really? Okay, that's fine by me. Let's close all tabs. Let's just run one more go at this. It is 1503 local. So let's go to our logs. And 1503. Everything has loaded. All right. Cool. So we now have a new log file for each day. Oh, hang on. Let's test that. I have no idea why that caused my Steam Deck to just flash at me repeatedly, but yeah, and now the Steam Deck came back on. Cool. I'm not panicking that the stream might have died randomly due to that, but we'll find out in a moment. And there we have a different month. Cool. Our log system. All right, adjust a time. Okay. There we go. Okay. Um, um, yeah. So, please tell me if I'm still up. You might hear me talking in the background. Yeah. So, please tell me if I'm still up. Yep, I'm still up. Cool. I'm just literally watching myself watch the chat. You might hear me talking in the background. Yeah, you might. Mostly because I'm listening to my own stream. Okay, sorry for the echo you're getting now. That was kind of interesting. Okay, so at least the output logs are now working correctly. Right. You know what? I'm gonna make a note on the Trello really quickly. Because I don't know if I want to actually tackle the thing I'm thinking about. Where is the Trello? There's the Trello. Hey, here's the Trello for this. Cool. What is this? I put that in the wrong spot. Bum. Oh, well, that was blocked. Hang on, let's put activity in this. Checking. Okay. Shaders are in progress now. All right. Okay. I have not updated this since I started working on it again. Wow. That was, terrifying. I'm just gonna... Okay, I need to pop to the bathroom really quickly. I also need to stretch my leg because my bad leg is in a lot of pain right now. Alrighty, back. I am leaving the camera off for a second because I am trying to fix this insert expletive word here. Chair. Expletive word. Insert expletive. Chair. Oh! Sorry about the noise. I literally just hit the desk. Oh, that was not pleasant. That was not a pleasant feeling. Right. So, let me take a look at the agenda. We have a new log for each day. All the COUts minus the test COUts that I use to test the actual code I am writing have been turned into logs, with 3 have to-dos saying, hey, consider removing these. I want those just to make sure if the thing doesn't load that I know why it didn't load. We've determined where we're saving the new file. It's funny I put a question mark on that one, and that's the one that literally took the longest. Also, I just realized the E issue. By the way, for anyone new to the stream who doesn't know, my E key is weird. Sometimes it doesn't print anything. Sometimes it prints 2 E's, and very rarely does it print 1 E. So I just saw that I have line, or liney there. And for anyone who doesn't know, anytime I see it, I will read it in a weird way just to mock the fact that it's off. Or incorrect. So that takes care of the logging system, honestly. So, I'm actually going to move that to in review. I don't have anything else I want for it. Not yet, at least. Alright. So, let me pop open our, goals. And we're going to mark this as completed. Right, and now our, graphics. We're having issues with, or I'm going to say resolve, translation, maybe, transform? What else is there on that list of things? Check orthomat. Okay. So our new goals now are to resolve the not the logging issue. Sorry, I'm reading that directly from the thing. It's to resolve all graphics issues. So if I go back to the project really quickly. There we go, and I hit play. That should be in the upper right corner. Wait, should that be in the upper right corner or upper left? I swear I had upper UL there instead of UR, but I could be mistaken. Yoink. Oh, T or R. Yeah, so I do have the right one. So it is in the top right. Okay. It should be in the top right like it is. That part is accurate. However, it actually shouldn't be all the way over there. And this should have brought it to the center of my screen. So when I do this, also core should say color there on that comment. The translation doesn't work right. Or it's moving in the wrong direction. Let me just fix that typo. But our rotation does seem to work. Also, I can get rid of the hello world now, I guess. So you can see it's slightly rotated. Now, what we can't tell is how that color is working. I think there is a bit of a different shade there, but that could just be because I'm so close to this border that I'm seeing things that aren't actually there. Okay, so we need a way to, well, let's just go over to my, I think it's, I put in my matrix. So yeah, we're gonna try this with positives. I'm so glad I made notes on this, because I was reading multiple matrix tables, as you guys know from the last stream. So let's see if this works better. We're still getting weirdness, it looks like. But, you know, what we're going to do is try this. Yeah, it's so far off screen that I don't know what's going on. Right. I pulled different numbers from different tutorials online, articles, just to see if there was something wrong with my numbers. And yes, there is, because this worked for somebody. But I really can't. I don't think I can get past this. And I think this is a square. I forgot to mark that down. So if I take this bit and replace what's here, let's see what happens just with a bigger square. Yeah, we're still getting nothing there. Let's turn the translation off. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with my matrices there. Yeah, I legitimately do not know. Also, I'm closing out all the extra tabs I now have open from trying to deal with the F-stream stuff. Also, I think I forgot to turn my camera back on when I returned, so whoops. There we go. Okay, wow, I opened a lot of tabs for the F-stream thing. A lot of it was actually the OpenGL stuff and trying to figure out how to read the OpenGL. Oh, I did that days ago. I don't need that anymore. That's related to Unreal. That's related to something else. I can close that. Alright, I've lost the chat for some reason. There it is. Hello, chat. Alright. Let's go through the entire matrix really quickly. I'd rather honestly work in row major than column major. I hate working in column major. What is orthographic transpose again? All right, let's put the let's just try this version. Just I want to make sure I'm using the right one. The answer to that question is no, I am not using... Well, I might be, hang on. These tables just might be wrong.
Also, because we created that log, I should actually check. Also, I should probably check a log that is not an inaccurate one, like this one. Right. So, we're getting no errors out of there. Cool. Okay, so that version is not the correct version. Also, why am I not doing that? There we go. That would have saved me a lot of time. Okay. Cool. Alright, if that isn't the issue, then, Alright, let's try +2. Sorry, I'm looking at another image of an ortholog. Oh, I see what I had there before. I see what I'm... Okay. Let's try that. Okay, let's turn the translation back on. Nope. Okay. Awesome. Well, let's do left minus right. Bottom minus top. Far plus near. Far minus near. 1. Yep. Okay. Okay, so our translation matrix is off. Cool. Kind of curious what happens if I do both of these now. Okay, it has rotated it and done the other thing. Let's just pop open the error logs to see if we have anything in here waiting for us. No, we do not. Cool. Okay, well, I thought resolving that second issue was going to take a lot longer. This actually is light, not color. I'm just curious. I'm not sure what color this is, to be fair. Okay. R, so this is red. G, this is green. RG. RG. Green, yeah. B. So that should be a blue color. Alright, doesn't look like our light is doing anything. Let me just actually... First, let me use this one. I want to make sure that our squares are actually resizing correctly. Hey, awesome. Okay. That is nice to see. Also, okay, to close. Let's just have these values. But I have, yeah. I'm just gonna move this to the other screen just so my lighting is better on that. No, I'm not seeing anything with regards to lighting working there. Also, this is gonna drive me crazy. Okay. Wait, hang on one second. This is just hang on one second. I need to see something. Because we just removed a negative symbol from the matrix. Yeah. That's what I thought. And I'm gonna guess. You're gonna be top right. Yeah, okay. Shoot. So, no, sorry, bottom left. So TL, which is top left, I'm going to assume you're bottom right now. Yep. Which actually makes a lot more sense to me. Well, conceptually it makes more sense to me. Mathematically, it doesn't. And just to confirm that you are now top left, we'll run that one. Okay. Yep. Cool. All right. Okay, so we know translation works, so we can get rid of the word might now. Okay, translation works, rotation works, color appears to work, lighting doesn't appear to work. So, that's in our frag shader. These are just test shaders because I don't know how to make shaders like at all. I literally just use the OpenGL stuff for 3.30. I found a lot of stuff from before 3.30, but I found more recent that were 3.30. I know there's stuff that this isn't version 4. I think this is 3 point something, not 3.30, but I think it's actually 3.5 is what it's using. Okay, so yep. Sorry, that was my original test for this. Let's just try that really quickly. See if that resolves the color issue, just because. Oh, hello. That did something. But let me put translation back on so we can see what the heck it did. Okay. You can see there's different shading there. Let's just mess with these numbers a bit. Just want to see the effect. Let's actually up the red a bit, but lower the green. Okay. Let's lower that intensity. Yeah, you can see that there is lighting. We have lighting. Awesome. Okay. Okay. So, lighting works. Okay. Shoot. I literally planned for this to take me about, well, I planned for the funny part is I planned for the first thing we did to only take me about like 40 minutes, and then for this part to take me like 2 hours. What happened was reverse of that. That's all I had planned for today for the engine. So yeah, I'm gonna commit this. And for anyone in the chat still, if you have things you want to see, let me know. If not, then what I'll do is, that's not what I wanted. I want to, yeah, that one. Thank you. Couldn't see that thing for a second. All right, shaders now working. Ortho, graphic, matrix updated, and now working. I'm not sure what the technical term for that is. So when I said it made more sense to me conceptually, what I meant was, so it's working now like an actual camera does, where it takes the image in upside down and flips it, which again conceptually makes more sense to me. Mathematically, it makes me go, boy, what is going on? I don't get my code. But I conceptually get it, which is honestly easier to work with than getting the math, but not getting the concepts, because then I don't know what to do with the numbers. Boing. Oh yeah, and logging system added in. Cool. Let's commit these. Let's push them. And let me open my GitHub up, make sure it's actually gone in. That it has. Awesome. Yes, I am going to make a fully working game engine. That is my goal. I want to see how far I can get in this, honestly. To be fair, I am surprised I have made it this far. Like, I do not understand half of the stuff I've done with OpenGL. Like, I've understood getting the error messages. I've understood logging stuff. If you look at the Discord, like, you might even see I didn't understand this. Like, when I did this, like, I went, oh, I'm just going to use my vector. No, it's not my vector I'm using. It's actually, because that's the capital V version, by the way. It's the OpenGL version. And I did the same here, and I kept getting all these errors. And it's literally, you just copy the code from OpenGL and then add in the bits you want, like this, these things. But the particular names for a lot of the stuff is the OpenGL stuff. Had I realized that when I was reading the stuff, I would have probably just copied the OpenGL version 4 stuff and used that, but I didn't understand it. So I am learning stuff as I go, because I've never done a renderer. I've never, well, okay, I have worked on an engine. I haven't worked on an engine of my own before, as you know, Sam, from other stuff. So yeah, that I'm still learning stuff, and I'm gonna be making mistakes as I go. Like, I know I am. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to click Solution Explorer. There we go. I'm still looking at different math libraries, not math libraries, floating point libraries, because I don't like the standard floating point. Like, I'm not sure if anyone noticed when I was scrolling through looking at the COUts. Let me just minimize the GLW tests. Why is that below? Okay, whatever.
I wrote the stream test. Oh, I moved it there because I had to actually move the code. Yeah, hang on. Let me comment this. Okay, so that's why that's there, because it's meant to actually be pasted in here, which is why I was at the top. But like if you look at the vector test, for example, you see these more or less precise checks. So these are overloaded functions where we have an epsilon, which I call tolerance, or k epsilon, which I call tolerance, and that's that final variable there, which has a default, by the way. So we're overriding the default. But the problem is when you store vectors of a certain length, it begins to truncate them, and you get weird results. And that's why I don't like. I think, yeah, here's the example. So let me just block that out for a second and set this to true. I think it's this one. It might be the second one. Oh yeah, no, it's the second one. I'm glad I checked. All right, so if we hit play on this, you can see it's truncating the values here, which is causing issues. Whereas it's not truncating the values up here. So I'm looking at using, trying to find a floating point library. There are a few out there. The two I've looked at, one I don't want to work with because I have to compile the library myself. Ooh, such a big deal. The thing is, I've never worked with somebody else's library that replaces a primitive type, or is meant to be used in conjunction with a primitive type like that. And I'm really paranoid about messing that up. So I'd rather already have a static library that I can just go use a static library. The static library I have found has two issues. One, actually I didn't find the second one. The second one was found by Conger. Conger is one of the people on the team for this. So the problem with the second one was we can't do some operations that we need. So we can't iterate through floating point numbers and add them together. And the second one was the approach is not system agnostic in a useful way. Like with OpenGL, like I've included OpenGL Wrangler glue. So that's the extension Wrangler EW, which means that we have access to all of the OpenGL functions from 1.5 and beyond, or beyond 1.5. It used to be without that Wrangler, you had to install the OpenGL tool. And, you know, I was like, oh God, I don't really want to deal with that. I'm going to look at other things. So I was looking at other libraries, and one of them actually was pretty much so it was the one that wasn't GLFW was oh my God. There is a comment about which one it is somewhere in the Discord. But it had the same issue. And then I found glue as a Wrangler. Went, okay, we'll use that, which means that we don't have to have people install stuff. We can just do it ourselves. So it is system agnostic. I want to, even though I'm doing a lot of stuff in Windows and based on Windows, I want to say as system as agnostic as possible so that I can port this over to Unix or Mac OS. Hang on, you said I don't need to make an Unreal clone? By the way, Unreal isn't the best engine out there. It isn't the worst engine either. To be fair, there is no best engine. But I do plan on doing a node-based system a la Unreal. Just because that'll make my life so much easier. I think I've already done the OpenGL linker. I think that is already actually done. No idea. The thing is, like, remember with, like, engines are not one size fits all. An Unreal Engine and Unity both approach the world as if they are one size fits all. Which, don't get me wrong, they are very robust engines. They're beautiful engines overall. I am definitely right now not a fan of UE5, as a lot of people on my server know. I am an authorized Unreal instructor, and I am not a fan of Unreal 5 just because it is so very unstable for me. Now, I know people with weaker computers who aren't having the stability issues, which reminds me, I need to respond to Epic. They emailed me asking me about the bug I'm having. And the funny part is, if it had been that bug, actually, I really should check if it's that bug. Because one of the first things I did when I built this computer was I made sure that my memory is set up correctly. If you don't know, if you're running a certain type, if you're running DDR4 and a certain amount, you need to make sure that your memory is actually being fully used. Otherwise, you're throttling yourself. And so one of the first things I did was looking up stuff about this because, hey, new computer, new chipset, new whole bunch of other things. I made sure that I'm actually running virtual memory correctly. But they've asked me to confirm that I am. I just haven't had a chance to load into my BIOS to look. So I'm pretty sure it's not that. And I'm just having a lot of issues where I'm having memory leaks like crazy with Unreal 5. For me, 4.26 is my personal favorite. It's the most stable for me. Chica on my server. One of the other moderators prefers 4.25 as well, to be fair. Sorry, I'm going to close my window. But the thing with Unreal, you have to remember, and this is a complaint I saw ages ago. I haven't seen it come up recently. And still, the funny part is, it's a valid complaint. And it's a complaint that I even have. Like, I had it the other day. And actually, I think I made the complaint on stream yesterday. And that is, you have to learn their API. And I get why you do. And I get why they've made their own API. And I just don't mean the Unreal specific stuff. I mean, there's a lot of Unreal. Their entire AI is Unreal API. How do I explain this? They created something called a for each loop, right? When they wrote that, there was no such thing as a ranged base loop in C++. Ranged based loops were added in C++ 14, I think. I know it was after C++ 11. And as a result of not having things like a ranged-based loop or a for each loop, Unreal had to make their own. Unreal ran into issues with strings. Fair enough that everyone's going to run into issues with strings. Strings are actually a really bad class in C++. And they had to make their own, which is the F string. They ran into issues, like they had to make a lot of functions that actually now exist in modern C++, but did not exist back then. So I get learning their API. And they have some interesting rules. Like, I'm not entirely sure how they implemented one of the rules. And I'm really curious to figure this out. You can't use a forward dereferencer. You can only use the arrow operator for dereferencing. I don't know how they've done that. And actually, the funny part was when I was starting out in Unreal, I really had a thing for the forward dereferencer, and I don't know why I did. Like, I don't know why the dereference star was so much more important to me than an arrow operator was. Funny part is, I now prefer the arrow operator, and I very rarely use the other forms for dereferencing. But they had to write a lot of stuff anyway. Which means you have to learn their material, fair enough. But it means switching between the two is really tricky. Like, sometimes I'll forget what a C++ function is, or standard library method is. And remember, in Unreal, when I'm doing regular C++, or sometimes in Unreal, I'm trying to pull from regular C++ stuff that won't work in Unreal with their classes. And it's like, oh yeah, I can't do that. But added into this. And this is kind of like one of the debates that people have about Unreal versus Unity, which really bugs me as a debate. Like, it's not a debate point to me. That's why it bugs me. Is that, oh, Unreal has all these things built in. And to be fair, like when I was new to game dev stuff and coming out of regular programming into it, I was like, yeah, no, I want the things built in. Please give me. And then I got to the point where I was like, I really don't like fighting you, Unreal. I don't want these things built in. And like, looking at Unity and going, oh, these things aren't in there. These things don't exist. What have you? I have to make complain. Well, in reality, they're both the same in that regard. The physics engine, which a lot of people complain about having to work with, or who have to go in and fix the typos in the rotation math in the code, which do exist in 4.25, by the way, because that's when I learned where those rotation errors were. You know what? That's a module. You can take that module out and put your own in. All it is like Unity. Like people think, oh, it doesn't have a physics thing loaded in. Okay, well, nor does Unreal. It just defaults to loading in that default module. You can tell it not to, and there you don't have a physics module anymore. You can put your own in. A Unity. You can download a physics module and start with that implemented. So I do like the fact that they're modular in nature, and that's actually one of the key elements I want to replicate is the modularity of it. Now, going back to that particular debate, what's important from that debate, and what that second point I want to raise with this is, when I said that Unity and Unreal aren't the best engines out there. The most popular engines, yes, but not the best. And there isn't a best engine. And the reason I say this is, you try to make an RTS game. Sorry, I made my start on YouTube doing RTS tutorials. In Unreal, you're going to run into some very gnarly issues fairly quickly. And I've talked to some people about how they resolve this issue. One company that released a game and has a nice little blog post on it said to resolve the issue, they didn't fight the issue. They just changed their game. So they limited the number. So the particular issue, by the way, is well, how intensive you characters are. So the default character class, or anything derived from them, of course, as well. They're very, very intensive to animate, draw, and run the AI for. So one company said we're going to limit the number of units that each side can have, and that the world can have overall. Another person said he spent 6 months writing his own renderer to replace the one that was used in Unreal. There's two, by the way, in Unreal. There are two modules, at least in Unreal 4. I don't know about 5. I haven't looked into the modules in 5 yet. But there are two renderers in 4 that I'm aware of. There might be more. Other people have used, and the approach that I tend to employ now is using vertex animations. But when I got it really early into it, someone said, Unreal is great for what it does. You try to do anything else, and you're fighting against it. I don't think that's entirely true. I don't think you're fighting against it unless you're doing something the engine just goes, I disagree, which will usually be in the physics-based stuff, to be fair. But usually, otherwise, if it's not designed to do it, you can usually implement something. It might be a bit hacky, but it is not optimized for that. So I can write an RTS game. I can get thousands of units on screen. I can get millions of units on screen. I actually have a method for doing that and not lose any frames. But it's a workaround to their current system. This is Unreal 4. I've not tried it in Unreal 5 either way. So it's not optimized for that. It's optimized for FPS and TPS. So it's going to have some issues. Take Klausworks. What the hell is it called? That is okay. Clausewitz. Take Clausewitz. Clausewitz, you try to make an FPS in it, you're gonna have massive issues. You try to make a turn-based Civ style game, you'll be fine. You try to make a RTS, you'll be fine. CryEngine, you try to make an RTS, your computer's gonna catch fire. You make an FPS, you're fine. Your computer still might catch fire with CryEngine, to be fair, because it is a very, very beefy engine. Whew. And yes, when I built my first computer, despite it being out for more than... When did Crysis come out, actually? Crysis. 2008. Oh, wow. Okay, that came out later than I thought it did. Something like 2002. So yeah, even though it was what 4 years later, and I already had computers that can run Crysis when I built my first computer, I was like, yeah, let's make sure it can run Crysis. But every engine is optimized for a different thing, and you're not gonna have an engine that is optimized to do everything. It just isn't possible right now. And again, even if it isn't, there usually are workarounds. I gave 3 for the RTS, limit the number of units, which I don't tend to support. Write your own renderer, which I'm learning to do and hating my life for it. Or, find a different workaround. A different way to instance characters, which is what I did. So every engine is going to run differently. Like, I don't know how I'm going to optimize this one. I don't know what I'm going to aim for with this one. I do want to be able to do language parsing, so you can use C, C++, maybe C#. I don't think you can actually convert C# really easily into C++ with a default parser. I don't know if I'm going to do RTS or not. Like, I really don't know. I mean, honestly, I'll be really happy just to get a house to render properly and to be able to move a camera around it. That alone will make me happy. But like the fact that I've gotten it this far, okay, like this was that was easy. Minus some Matrix stuff. Like I don't get the Matrix stuff. Like I was reading the OpenGL stuff, as you guys know, to do that. I do actually understand what's happening in that one. Well, that's just standard C stuff. I have no idea what this is. None whatsoever. Literally just follow the tutorial on OpenGL's website. And even then I had issues because other tutorials on their website use different matrices. That's why I had all the notes about the different matrices. And if you remember, I kept bringing images in last week. Yeah, I generally don't know what I'm going to do with this, though, to be fair. Like, I'm kind of just going with the flow and seeing how far I get. And I have honestly learned a lot about, well, this sort of setup. Like, I'm learning a lot more about project design doing this, to be fair, than I thought I would. Like, I thought I wouldn't learn too much on that. I thought I'd learn more coding. No, I'm learning a lot more on design aspects than I am on the coding aspects. I'm sure at some point that I'll actually start to understand the GL framework a bit more, stuff, and glue a bit more, but it is definitely slow going. But hey, how often do I get to write my own classes? I actually meant to open the header file for that, not the implementation file. Yeah, how often do I get to write my own classes? Sorry, not classes. I write my own classes all the time. What the hell am I saying? How often do I get to write my own primitive types that I'm going to use repeatedly? Okay, I really don't understand this. Like, I get what it's doing, but I don't understand any of the math. That's the scary part, is I understand yeah. I understand this a lot better. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting to do things I rarely get to do. I'm getting to learn more about project design, which is why I usually like the to-do to move things to the header, or to the pre-compile header. In fact, I'm going to eventually end up making an engine header. Yeah. What I don't like, actually, is the naming convention, speaking of which, in Unreal, now that I'm thinking about it, for their base versus the derived. Like, it's... I think it used to be backwards, actually, at one point, which is why I think I don't like it and got very confused. Right. So that takes us through that. I honestly say, well, let's just look over to Unreal for a bit. Ooh, sorry. Let me, I still have the, this OpenGL stuff Thought I closed that all. That is so annoying, and I just realized that probably got put on the GitHub, actually. Let me just double check if that's on the GitHub. Oh no, it is not included. Okay, thank God. I was gonna laugh at whoever is gonna read my random output logs. Ooh. Sorry. I'm gonna very quickly do that because I want to try it. Oh, it's okay. I thought it said open beta. I don't care about that. I thought I was a different thing. You got my hopes up. How are there games coming out that I have not heard about before? Like in my like area of like love and interest that I've never heard of before or seen announced. Okay. Well, that is definitely not what we're here streaming for, right? So yeah. We have this thing. Right. So we're gonna go back to this. What I want to do is I want to actually peek at this code because I had something in here that caught my eye, and I know it's an update to the engine. I don't remember how it works. Okay, about that lagged. There we go. Okay. There we are. Okay, so it's just T object pointer now. Cool. What I want to do, however, is find the that bit. Really? Yeah, this is the part I'm looking for. In fact, I'm going to copy that. And bring it into here. Also, before I do that though. Yeah, that's what I thought. Private. Alright, so that isn't going to be a movement component. We're actually going to include the component we wrote. And just so I can see my pathing, let's get rid of the dependencies window. Thank you. You're not going to let me get rid of that dependency window if that's open, are you? All right. Funny part is one of the items that's on the free for the month thing is literally the first thing I ever bought off the marketplace like 3 or 4 years ago.
All right, let's build this, see if there are any errors. There should be at least one. Oh. Characteristics. Okay. Okay, cool. I want to see if there's anything different with how they do t-object pointers, or if it's the same setup as create default sub-object. Mostly because I'm going to have to start using that, because that's going to be the new standard in Unreal 5. And I don't know what they're doing with it yet. I haven't seen any documentation on it, oddly enough. I feel like I should have, but I haven't. Which either means I've missed something or there isn't anything out there yet. Okay. Awesome. That is not what I wanted. We're already in the declaration, but you know what? Just in case, you know, something is funky. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, well, hey, there's one way to you know what? We're just gonna do it that way. I'm gonna be cheeky, okay? Oh, I guess I get to get rid of the goals. We've completed the goals. Okay, so it is still the same setup as before. Good to know. Okay. I hate when it's double highlighted like that. Okay, maybe I should have taken that bit, because then I could have just done that more quickly. Oh, I hate when you don't show me all the arguments. Really? That's so annoying. Ah. Sorry, I clicked something wrong in the other window. Sorry, I'm just looking at this really quickly. Let me switch back to the... Okay, so it should be, so if this is successful, the shit. Okay. I don't think we do anything at this point.
Oh, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to create a public variable, private variable for that. Actually, this is going to go in. We're going to get rid of the category for now. We'll create protected. Blueprint read write. Bool B is player. We'll default that out to false because it'll only be one. Right, and after this compile, I'm actually going to call the stream. I am sorry. I'm sitting here, and my stomach is feeling really bad still, which is why I keep like bouncing and moving in my chair more than usual. I said we were going to go for 4 hours yesterday. We went for 6 instead, and we're only 19 minutes off of 4 hours today. But I definitely need to get away from the computer, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not even going to do my full outro. Yeah. Great. Sorry about that. We did get through what we said we were going to get through with regards to actually coding out our part of the game engine. And hey, I made further progress in this, and I've seen one of the updates they've made. Yay for that. I am trying not to start coughing in front of all of you again. Because if I start coughing, I'm just going to run off and get very violently ill. Sorry for that lovely image. Right. Sorry about that. For anyone who's here, who's interested, if you're not already, we have a community. I do stream on there a fair bit, and I'll probably be on there later today after I've gone to lay down for a bit. But yeah, link for it is in the description below. I can't remember the word for the word description. I was going to say in the Discord below. The link for Discord is in the description below. Also, a copy to the other projects that I have been doing on the live streams are there. So, like the neural network that I've been working on, and the other thing, the other game engine that I'm following someone else's tutorial for, which is mostly in C# so far, but he does apparently have C++ stuff. I did plan on doing that after doing a little bit of this, but again, yeah. Right. So yeah, there's a Discord link in the bottom. Once again, the content on this channel, be it the live streams, the tutorials, the stuff on Discord even, things like that, have been brought to you by Patreon sponsors, and you too can help support this channel. You don't have to become a Patreon sponsor. All you have to do is hit that like button below. It really does help the channel. And again, if you want to make sure that you're here when new videos come out, tutorials come out on Monday after 5 p.m. During British time, so British Summer Time, BST. Live streams start at 5 o'clock on Fridays typically, minus some technical issues, might be a few minutes late. And typically 12:30, again, minus technical issues or real life issues on Saturdays. Again, in British summertime, it'll be GMT come winter. But if you want to make sure you're here, make sure to hit that subscribe and notify bell so you get the announcements for it. Discord again, also, of course, we announce there as well. Also Twitter. I should probably, harp on my Twitter a bit more, but I forget that Twitter is a thing. I don't know how to Twitter, honestly. I'm bad at it. I'm bad at making connections on Twitter. And if you do want to help support the channel further, consider becoming a Patreon sponsor. Patreon sponsors get access to videos early. At upper tiers, get access to all ongoing and completed tutorial projects, so the UE4 and 5 projects on YouTube that I'm doing. And at other tiers, get access once the tutorial is completed. Alright, I look forward to seeing all of you either in the next live stream on this upcoming Friday, or next Saturday, or in the next tutorial this Monday. That said, sorry for this stream being a bit shorter than usual. I'm clearly having some issues today and yesterday, if you don't remember. I had to run off a couple of times to get sick. Definitely going to have that happen again today. Oh. Sorry, I can feel the bile. I've become really good at holding it back, but I am now at my limit, so I'm gonna say look forward to seeing you in the next video, tutorial, what have you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you're not sick like I am. And because I did that in the wrong order, I'm just gonna say I hope that you have a wonderful day yet again. So, that said, I'll see you guys later. Okay. My usual outro thingy broke. Oh my god. Okay. I'll have to do that later.